What to do if you are struggling with loans. Hi, this is Justin from Money Bootcamp, and today's video is going to be really quick but cover a point that a lot of people who get into trouble should think about, and hopefully this will be helpful. Something has gone wrong and you are now in a position where you are struggling with debt. You have more debt than you're comfortably able to pay, or actually you may have lost your job, gotten ill, or something has happened that you are no longer able to comfortably or at all pay your debts. If you're in Ireland, there are certain agencies that are able to help with this. So if you're in Ireland, you can go to the likes of MABS, Money Advice and Budgeting Service, or you can go to Awalia, which is there to help people who are struggling to pay with their home loans so they're not going to get kicked out of their homes. You can start with them and you can reach out to them, but they will often have very long lead times. So it is not always the best thing to just wait for them to come back to you. The next thing you need to do is engage with the lender. A lot of people, when they get into trouble in these situations, will not engage with the lender. They'll not talk to their bank or their lender at all. So what happens is the lender then thinks you're just unwilling to pay, that nothing positive is going to happen here, and then they'll quickly or more quickly proceed to legal actions rather than trying to come to a deal with you on managing this loan and managing your finances. So let's say here you have engaged with your lender and they've come back to you. One of the key things here, one of the key tools they have in their toolbox is restructuring or pressing out. So this may be giving you a payment holiday. So if you have lost a job and you're in a bit of trouble, or someone has fallen ill in your family and you can't work for a period, you might be able to go to your lender and say, look, I need a 3-month or a 6-month period where I'm not paying for the loan. So I'm taking a payment holiday, and then after that time, I'm going to start paying again as I was before. So with this happens, if your lender is happy with this, you will either increase the term, so you'll be paying your loan for longer, for 6 months or however long, or what you will be doing is you'll be paying slightly more so that you're paying the same amount but within the rest of the time remaining on the loan. Depending on the type of loan here, there are very different approaches to how lenders will cover this and what they're looking for. If you have a larger loan, so if you have a mortgage, your lender will be more flexible, and there's actually stricter rules on how much leeway they have to give, how much communication there has to be. So if you're struggling with a loan like this, try to be in contact with the lender and don't avoid this. At the end of the day, there is a nuclear option here. If you are unable to pay in the long run, you do not have an ability to repay your loans, you do not think you'll ever have an ability to repay, then you might actually have to declare insolvency or bankruptcy. You don't want to do this. This is a non-ideal option, and this is something that can have longer term effects. You can struggle to get a loan, you can struggle to do other things because you're bankrupt, because there is a process that takes quite a long time. It can take months to years for you to come out of the insolvency or bankruptcy process, and in that time you can be in a weird financial limbo. So essentially you want to be paying your loans as much as you can, and if you're ever struggling, you need to engage with your lender and try come to an arrangement. Sometimes that can be adjusting your loans, pushing it out, or it can be adjusting the term or giving a payment holiday. It's been a Personal Finance Friday question from Money Bootcamp. If you have your own personal finance questions, send me a message and I'll get to it as soon as possible. If you or anyone you know needs help with this kind of thing, look at the resource I talked about. So you can look at MABS and you can look at Awalia. If you're outside of Ireland, just Google this. You'll find something similar wherever you are. And you can also reach out to someone like myself, a financial planner. Money Bootcamp, learn money, live better.